Hey, what's up? I've got some book recommendations for you today, and I'm doing this in the middle of summer on purpose. So, those of you who want to get ahead before the semester starts have a solid month or two to dig in. I've got 10 books that I think every student should read. Let's get into it. Book one, Deep Work by Cal Newport. This is at the top of the list because it tackles the number one problem I hear about. I can't focus. I can't stop procrastinating. I can't get into the flow of my work. And I struggle with this just as much as anyone. What this book made crystal clear for me is that every time we get a craving for novelty, to check a feed, to distract ourselves, and we act on it, we're actually ingraining a habit and weakening our focus muscle. And the reverse is true. By resisting those distractions and staying with the work, we become genuinely more able to focus. Once that was stated to me that explicitly, I took it seriously and it changed how I work. Book two, A Mind for Numbers by Barbara Oakley. This is the Learning How to Learn book. It's actually the companion to a hugely popular free course of the same name. And despite the subtitle about excelling at math and science, it's really about general learning skills. Two big takeaways for me. First, how memory forms, how individual bits become chunks, which are bundles of information connected through meaning, and how to build those chunks efficiently. Second, the focused versus diffuse modes of thinking. Focused mode is when you sit and concentrate hard on a problem. Diffuse mode is the relaxed, wandering state where your brain background processes a problem. Like when a word's on the tip of your tongue, you give up, go for a walk, and it suddenly pops into your head. The book drives home how important it is to take breaks so you can actually use that diffuse mode, not just grind in focus mode. Book three, Getting from College to Career by Lindsey Pollak. This is a fantastic, practical introduction to the career skills you'll need to actually land a job after graduation. It gets down into the trenches, how to interview, how to build a resume, how to build your online presence, all the concrete skills required to stand out from the competition. If you want the nuts and bolts of getting hired, this is a great place to start. Book four, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Some of you saw this coming. Habits form so much of our behavior that once you understand how to intelligently build good ones and dismantle the harmful ones, you become dramatically more effective, and you stop wasting your limited willpower on things that should be automatic. If you haven't read it, read it. Book five, Spark by Dr. John Ratey. I recommend this for two reasons. One, it's a surprisingly detailed and fascinating introduction to how your brain works on a biological level. Two, and this is the practical part, its scientific explanation of how exercise improves your ability to learn and boosts overall brain health is a powerful motivator to actually get moving. Because here's the trap. When you're a busy student, it's so tempting to skip exercise to buy yourself more work time. But that's backwards. As Deep Work frames it, your productivity is the intensity of your focus multiplied by the time you put in. And skipping exercise robs your brain of its ability to focus intensely in the first place. You're not saving time, you're sabotaging the time you do have. Book six, The Productivity Project by Chris Bailey. This is my favorite general introduction to productivity as a whole. Most people equate productivity with time management, but Bailey stresses that not all hours are equal. Real productivity is the product of your time, attention, and energy together. The book runs through procrastination, focusing without distraction, avoiding multitasking, batching tasks, planning your day intelligently, even meditation. And I love that every chapter ends with a concrete challenge. So you're not just reading, you're doing. Book seven, The Happiness Equation by Neil Pasricha. A lot of us are genuinely bad at knowing what will actually make us happy when we're setting career and life goals. We chase what society values or we quietly trick ourselves. But Pasricha's research points out something uncomfortable. Plenty of people who are rich or powerful big company executives aren't actually happy. The biggest lesson I took personally is that milestones don't make us happy. You hit the goal you were chasing, and it just feels normal, and the bar instantly moves to the next thing. Real happiness comes from fulfillment in the work itself, not from the external rewards. Internalize that, and your day to day gets a lot better. Book 8, Steal the Show by Michael Port. This is a communication book. A lot of it is about giving a great speech, preparing, mastering your body language, earning that ovation. But it also digs into interpersonal communication, networking, job interviews, negotiation. That makes it a great all around communication skills book. And communication is one of those skills that pays off in literally every area of your life. Book 9, Your Money, The Missing Manual by J.D. Roth. A great introduction to personal finance. There are a ton of personal finance books out there, so I won't claim this is definitively the best, but it's the one I read and found genuinely helpful for learning to manage money, pay off debt faster, and start investing sensibly. Financial literacy is one of those things school rarely teaches you, and it matters enormously. Book 10, my ultimate recommendation, isn't a specific book at all. At this point, I want to encourage you to go indulge your own interests, because productivity for its own sake is useless. You need to actually do something with all these self-development lessons. And here's the trap a lot of self-improvement people fall into. They go too narrow. They stick rigidly to the reading lists that online gurus recommend and never branch out to become knowledgeable in something genuinely unique to them. So if you have an odd interest, feed it. Go read a book about the history of the telegraph or deep sea creatures or whatever lights you up. And at the next gathering you're at, you'll have a fascinating story nobody else knows. Broad, weird, personal knowledge makes you more interesting and more creative in your main work. So, yeah. Technically, I gave you 9 specific books plus 1 meta recommendation, but I think that last one might be the most important of the lot. All the specific titles are linked in the description if you want to check them out. If you found this helpful, a like really supports the channel, and you can subscribe for a new video every week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.